Today, what I want to really get done is we got that Pour 15 stuff, and I want to get a portion of the frame and the bumper brackets here painted, bumper support, whatever you want to call it, painted up. I'm not exactly sure. Dad's talking about possibly starting to get everything kind of taped off, and then maybe start painting some of this. We're gonna go gloss black, I think, all the way to say like right there, and then I believe we're leaving the firewall as it is. I really wish I could get some of that black stuff off. I'm not sure, but the goal is to paint at some point frame all the way around, even in the back. I just don't have enough of the Pour 15 stuff yet. I got to buy some more, and it's kind of expensive. So I want to see how the little bit that we got works and see if we like it. I got a bracket or a brace I still need to cut on the frame for the Boyd tank that's going to go in. I'd like to get that done today too. So all my pieces I bought to patch all the rust up in here, not all of it showed up. So everything I ordered, the two pieces I ordered from Summit came like immediately. The stuff I ordered from LMC, it sat in their warehouse, looks like, for 5 days before they decided to ship it. So kind of, it's coming to my house today, which means I'm out here today, so it didn't really help us. But it's a bunch. It's like the floor pan and a bunch of other stuff. I went ahead and brought our welder back from my house so we can start welding. But yeah, these are, what do you call these things, Ed? This is the door seal piece, the metal. I don't know what it's called. Door seal plate. So these are, I think both this is right and left full door seal plates came in. These are bed bolts. Now this is a whole kit here. If you were going to do like a full wood bed, we're going to do a wood bed, but not exactly how everybody probably envisions it. It was just easier just to buy. I think it's like $75 for this. It was easier just to buy a whole kit than piecemeal a bunch of bolts together. And I've been accumulating some little small parts here and there. Core support is here, and then all new core support bolt kit, which is pretty cool. It comes with quite a bit more than just the core support bolts. But I don't think we're going to put the core support in just yet because if and when I can ever afford an engine to go in this thing, the core support would just kind of be in the way anyway. So Dad ordered him a cup holder thing from. You got this from Amazon? You think? Is that where it came from?
Amazon, yeah.
And it's man, it matches your seats too, kind of.
Yeah, it does.
Huh. You just got to figure out how to maybe attach it.
Yeah.
So like they make a seat just like this. This is a real TMI seat, real nice seat. They make a seat like this. Snowden makes one that's $2,000, and they got holes here for a cup holder. TMI also TIM. Well, TMI also makes one, and it's kind of built into the seat here, but it's also pretty expensive. I'm guessing this cup holder thing wasn't that expensive, and then
$20.
$20. That's pretty nice for $20. A good option if you wanted to get the. And I'm not saying this is a cheap seat. This is like a $1,200 seat. So if you wanted to get the cheaper TMI seat like he did, this is pretty cool. Now, I mean, I don't know how it's going to be in the way of the shifter a little
Yeah, I
bit.
don't either. Yeah, I didn't measure that well.
Yeah,
The seat will go back some.
it'll work for what I'm going to do because I'm going to run. I still plan to doing a column shift. I'm not doing the floor shift. So
And mine wasn't all the way up.
yeah,
So there it is. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's dry right there, I think. That's neutral.
Yeah.
One dry. Reverse.
So it ain't going to fit there.
Well,
I think he just bought me a cup holder when I get my seat.
I can always knock this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Mhm.
It can be adjusted. I can even pull it a little higher, maybe, or move the seat back. There's plenty of room to move the seat back, maybe.
I don't know about that, is there? I mean, I guess you got room back there.
Or move this guy forward. That would be the thing. And I'm taking all this out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm replacing all of that. Getting this out.
All that sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of here.
We went ahead and moved the truck into the bigger part of the garage here. I have AC on in here today because Texas is going through this thing where it's kind of like preheating, getting ready for summer. So it's like, I think the high today is like 101 or something. with the heat index, whatever, humidity, it's 110, 115. And it's just too hot. But yeah, so this will be a little bit nicer. Get it down to about 75 in here where we can not kill ourselves and get a little bit done. Um, that little brace I was talking about is this one right here. That needs to be cut out, which is no big deal for there. And then the tank's going to sit in this frame right here. But sooner or later, all the frameware will be painted with that Pour 15, like a gloss black. And you brush it on instead of spraying it, so you don't have to worry about overspray. Should be pretty nice. And I got most, it's just surface rust on the frame now, so I just paint over it. I got all the junk off of it. But there's a little few things here, like cut that off, old exhaust bracket that nobody needs, stuff like that. This is the stuff I'm talking about there. It's a 415 rust preservative. Says you can paint directly over rust. Permanent coating stuff. So in gloss black. It's a pretty old can Dad had laying around. I'm hoping it's still good. Stuff's kind of expensive. I'm definitely going to have to buy some more. This is only 1 pint, so see how much I can get done with it. That 415 stuff kind of works out pretty good. So did a little bit more than I didn't get carried away. I mean, it's all going to be done at some point, but I just kind of kept going. So I originally was just going to do where the bumper's going, so I can get the bumper back on, and did a little bit more. Got to open the frame rails a little bit with it. So the goal is to do, the whole deal. And I still got about a quarter of that can left, so it does quite a bit. It covers quite a bit. It's a little runny, a little messy, and it's hard to get off your hands. So be sure to wear gloves if you're messing with it. But like WD-40 will take it off your hands. Is what I've been using. But it works out better than spraying. Spraying, you'd have overspray everywhere. So this makes it a little bit nicer, and it's a good thick. I mean, it's runny. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know, it just seems to cover a lot. Covers easy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I do like it. And then all this will, sooner or later, all this is going to be done back here. I did a little bit back here. I had a little bit left on the brush before I threw it away. I did a little bit back here just to kind of see. That's going to look so good. I mean, you're never going to see this. Not too much of it, but just going to protect that frame. So we got the gauge cluster out, which turned out to be pretty problematic. And then there was some metal kind of hanging it up. The dash is beat up pretty bad, unfortunately. And so we're trying to get that dent out.
Right here.
You can see it. Yeah, you can see it. His kids threw a brick or something through the window, and anyway, that's what's made the gauge cluster hard to get out. It's all dented. So Dad's got an idea about trying to use the pressure from the football, and I figured it's worth filming if it works. And if it doesn't work, then y'all can just laugh at us, I guess. But let's see what it does.
Done.
What the fuck? That's it?
That's it. Done.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
God dang, man.
Did you get
yeah.
you get that on film?
Yeah.
You got it on?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's smooth, Bubba.
What the hell?
Done.
Working on getting this out for quite a long time. It was hanging up real bad at the bottom.
You gotta look at that.
So it was hanging up here on that piece right there, and we couldn't see it, but yeah, I mean, look at that. Huh. That looks good enough to me. I mean, wow, that's crazy. And then while he was working on getting some of that stuff off for the gauge cluster, I went ahead and got that bracket out I needed for the fuel tank. I got these shocks off because there's no point in painting around them because they're coming out anyway. And making some progress. So we've been doing quite a bit. We cleaned up the firewall a little bit more. Still kind of debating. I mean, feel free to drop a comment below. What do you think? Paint it black? Clear it? I mean, that's clean as it gets. So all the little imperfections you see you can't fix it. Paint's missing. That's down to the primer in some spots. So I'm torn. I think it'd look cool gloss black with everything else that's going to be gloss black in here.
But it's on the original one.
And then Dad's thinking about. He's got some clear he's shaking up over here. He's just gonna clear a little spot and see what we think. But what else did we do? Okay, so frames painted partially. I still want to put the bumper on. We got the big huge dent out of the dash. We got the gauge cluster out. Did a bunch of vacuuming. We took these off because honestly, we figured they'd be full of junk, but they really weren't. Wasn't all in there. But I got new bolts for all that, so that was cool. So we went and put our new bolts in. What else did we do? Yeah, there's what are those things called?
Vents,
Yeah, so the vent kick panel vents.
kick panel vents.
You know, the vented air replaces one and you block off another. I got the old rear shocks off, but just junk. Just been doing a few little okay, a lot of cleaning up, a lot of just stuff like got all the there was a bunch of stuff down in the door, got all the stuff out. Dad got the door shutting really good. Now yet there's no rubber in it, right? There's no rubber, so but if there was rubber, that's pretty much it. So that's how it would shut. Like I said, shocks are off. Got that brace out. Still want to paint this back here. Still want to put the bumper back on. A few little things here and there, just kind of messing around. Still waiting on, stuff to come in. But see, it still looks orange. I mean, the paint coat on this truck is 544. I think it's 544R or something like that. So it's it's two tone. It's the white top. You can't really see it anymore, but you used to have a white stripe running around that all the way around, and then the white stripe down the side. But it sure does look orange. Oh, and then you worked on this a little bit more. This was caved in real bad, right here. He did some dollying on that. But the most impressive thing was probably the football. So that was something else. But something else, yeah. We got a lot done, and I think a lot of it has to do with having the air conditioning on. Because if I was still in the back there in the oven, I would have been dead already. So I went ahead and unboxed our door seal deals. There, got them sitting in there. There's passenger side, driver side. The rest of the pieces I think just got delivered to my house, so that's cool. Wish they would have came today, but that's all right. We got a lot done. I think the clear looks pretty cool. Like I said, comment below. Clear it, leave it, or paint it black. I can go either way. But we're gonna end it off today. That was I know it's gonna be a short little video, but we just did a few things here and there. I'm impressed with that Pour 15 stuff, man. That it turned out real good. And I mean, I'm gonna end up doing the whole frame underneath the cab, and the back and everything. Didn't get the bumper on yet today. We'll do it next time probably. Subscribe, like, share. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.